Hi, my name's Chris. Some people know me as the dog guy. I'm gonna start my first vlog, so bear with me. I'm new, pretty clueless, just winging it, but I'll keep it short, even though there's a lot I want to talk about. I do have a short attention span. I might actually call this vlog Short Attention Span. I'm going to start vlogging about things that I think about throughout the day. Sometimes I get in that channel and I can just feel truth coming out. Nobody to share it with. So maybe we'll find out some things together and you'll get to see it all happen and unfold. But like I said, short attention span theater. I've not been known to have the ability to pay attention for a long time, so it's funny. Now everyone's like me. We'll see what happens. Now, see how you like having a short attention span. It happens. But, I actually can pay close attention when something is exciting to me. I've always known that. From a young age, it was always... I didn't learn like the other kids. They could pay close attention to anything, and I'd be like, this is boring. Killing me. I want to go outside and play. Please let me stare out the window and daydream. Wasn't having it. Browbeat me and stop daydreaming. I once got a banana peel thrown at my face by a teacher. That woke me right up. But then, of course, I didn't know where I was, following along in the paragraph that was dry. Mrs. Oliphant, God bless you. Wasn't easy being me. But I always knew animals were something I had a connection to. At a young age, I always knew that. I was better with animals than most people my age. Out of my classmates and friends, they would actually see it in me if they saw me around an animal. The animal would be drawn to me, and it would be like I was having a conversation with them. Like, I didn't know Howard was a dog whisperer. Swear to God, that happened before the dog whisperer was the dog whisperer. That was when the horse whisperer was in that movie. I don't even want to date myself. But anyways, yeah. There's a lot to talk about. The other idea I had to name this podcast was, where are we? You ever just wonder, where are we? Are we in the place that was intended for us? I don't know. I mean, I like to think yes. But where are we? Where's this world heading? We have a new technology taking over that nobody can predict. There's no information out there. Even if they do know what's going to happen, they wouldn't let anybody know, right? That would be against the agenda. But there's good uses for it, I guess, and then there's some people that would want to use it to take more than their share, maybe. But either way, there's a lot to talk about. We don't really need to get into that whole aspect. My point is, where are we? And are we in a place that's ready to evolve as this technology takes over? Are we going to be caught off guard. With our shoes in the sand. You're not going to be able to move. Some people have good reflexes, can maneuver, but there's a lot of jobs that are going to go. A lot of people are going to have to figure out a new way to establish some sort of existence. And I think the rat race is over. I think that whole work your ass off all week for peanuts that can't even pay your rent. We're paying twice as much for rent, at least, than our parents were paying for a mortgage. Just how it went. I'm fortunate. There's a cute old dog. Looks like Lily the Pitbull Hero, but has 4 legs. Sidebar. Shout out to Lily. Anyways, I followed a path that most wouldn't, and I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think anybody would want to do what I did. But I was searching for something more. But maybe it was whatever I was staring out the window at, and Miss Oliphant hit me in the face with a banana peel. I don't know. I enjoy being around dogs. If you asked me what I wanted to be when I was a kid, I'd have probably said I want to play with dogs for a living. And then somebody who was realistic said, can't do that. I did it. But it was tough, and I spun my wheels hard, making it work. I'm at a point now, turning 51 in May 30th, and I'm not sure this is the direction I need to continue, but it was absolutely all I ever wanted. Got to be free to do as I please, be my own boss, play with dogs all day, get some cool pictures to send to my clients so they can have some sort of records of their dogs when they were in their happy vigor. We watch our dogs go through a lifespan, capturing those shots when they're young. It's fun to look back on. Say, oh, look at how much they athleticism and health, just healthy, and then you see them decline, and it's really that's a drag. That's hard to watch. But somehow it's teaching us something about our own spiritual journeys that we have to learn anyways. The brutal truth that you can't escape. And that is, everything you love has to leave at some point. Maybe the more dogs you have. Cut. Sorry, I thought an ugly cry was coming. It was just like 1 or 2 tears. That's the thing. I'm learning to go through this, that these sad moments only last about 30 seconds, maybe a minute and a half if you're carrying on, which I try not to. But yeah, they hit like a shot to the heart, but as the time passes, you kind of get ready for them. I had at least 2 total public embarrassments. But it's part of it. It's part of it too. There's almost no avoiding it. Make that 3, because I had to shut that off for a second. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. Where are we? What are we going to do? I think I need an adventure to reset and explore an experience that I knew about as a child as well, but never was exposed to like I was exposed to the dogs. Quick story, as a kid, we used to go to the Cape and have like 14 of my little cousins and older cousins. And we'd all pile into this little cottage at Cape that Grumpy, my grandfather, my dad's dad, who was even maybe a little more grumpy than my dad, used to have the Cape House, and we would spend the summers just going up there and being a family. It was pretty cool, fun, a lot of laughs. It's where we grew up, but I'm not sure why we stopped going. It might be because I was just annoying everybody, but we went horseback riding a couple times. I was maybe 5 years old, I don't know, young. All my memories seem to come from around that time. And I got on this horse, and I swear to God, me and this horse could feel each other. I just felt joy on sitting on top of this giant horse named Jambalaya. And I lost my mind. I was just in my glory. I don't even know what happened that day, but I was obsessed with horses after that. And every horse I saw was Jambalaya. Jambalaya. But all my cousins remember me saying, like, hey, can we go see Jambalaya? Can we go? Every time I was at the Cape after that. So they used to make fun of me. Jambalaya. That's how Irish families are. We rag on each other. It's cool. But anyways, that's a wrap for today. I think I'm only about 10 minutes in. I don't even know. I had to pause it. Mandatory timeout. I'm doing all right. It was hard. So I guess the question is, what should we call this vlog? Short attention span, or where are we? Because I think they both kind of fit. Dog guy. I don't even know if this is going to be about dogs. It might be about horses. It might be about tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? But stick around. I got some big news coming. I'm actually going on an adventure with dear old dad. Male bonding sesh overdue. When you have a dog, I always just hated going away. I didn't want to leave the dogs. I'd feel bad. I feel like they just didn't understand. I'd like sneak out the door because I would feel bad saying bye to them. They would just know. If I said, all right, I'm leaving, they would just probably be able to feel me saying, I'm not going to see you for a while. And I just felt bad saying that to them. So I just stayed home, never went away. I worked my butt off and was available to my clients every day. Mostly just gave my dogs a great life, best life I could. They got to play with a bunch of fun dogs every day. They got paid in dog treats. I got paid in money. Money isn't going to fill that void of not following what you love, I think. If that makes sense. Maybe you love money, I don't know. I don't think it's the same fulfilling. You're not born with a gift of money. People are born with gifts. Everybody's got a gift. Something. Maybe they're really good in math. Maybe they're super book smart. Can pay attention for hours about boring shit they don't give a crap about. That's a gift. I don't have that one. But what I do have is a gift to really focus and be a sponge when it comes to things that I find fascinating. Shout out to Dunks. This is not a sponsored commercial. Yeah. I don't know what this podcast is going to be about. Short attention span seems to be a requirement because they're only going to be short clips in a day and age where that seems to be as long as we can pay attention to. I can't even watch a sitcom anymore. It's like, where a movie I have to stop and rewind it and really focus before 10 minutes later I'm looking at my phone at nothing. Hopefully I can give you some content that means something. It's not just a boring stroll down through your scrolling. The doom scroll. We didn't have to deal with that when we were kids. But it turns you all into me's. Short attention span theater. And where are we? I'm a Dunks. I love the iced coffee in New England. Not a huge Celtics fan, but sorry to hear that. So the big news that's coming up will be in my next video. Hope you enjoyed.